It's a great day to be alive, guys, where you can just take a deep breath and talk about whatever you want to talk about. And today we're going to talk about insurance. Insurance. I'm your host, Lenoria, and I have a wonderful guest, Denise. Hi, Denise. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And welcome to the Rumble and Roar podcast. We're going to get right on into it, guys. I'm just going to be honest. Denise.
Yes.
You guys, we're talking about insurance. What insurance company do you work for?
I'm with Humana.
Humana. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I do not like insurance. And I'm just being honest. Only because I think insurance companies are the biggest ripoffs in the world. And I know you're probably looking at me like, girl, what are you doing? I'm coming over here trying to give people positive feedback on stuff and trying to tell them about insurance. We're going to get into that. But I'm just voicing my opinion right now. It might not, everybody have their own opinion. But with insurance, because I have insurance on everything, it just drains all of your money. However, you do need it. But I just think that they're the biggest ripoff in the world, especially car insurance, because you're pouring all of this money every month into car insurance, and especially if you want everything on it to cover you. You don't get nothing back unless you have an accident, and the accident better not be your fault. So it's just, when I hear the word insurance, it just makes me cringe. It makes me, ugh. But you're going to tell us better things, hopefully, I know you will.
Yeah.
Yes, about Humana and what they have to offer and why we should choose it and what it will do for us. Hopefully it's nothing like no daggone car insurance where they just gonna take, and you just cannot. And I'm saying they gonna take. It's not like they take. They are just you're paying into what you are going to what you're gonna utilize later in life, right?
So the one good thing about insurance is, let me say about Humana.
Okay.
We cater to those that are 65 and disabled, and it's zero cost to you. And you said something that I really like.
Don't hold that thought. I heard zero cost. Zero cost?
So unless you choose a supplement plan that will have costs, most of the time the plans are no cost.
That's really good, Denise.
Yes.
Now, I didn't know that. And so you have to be 65?
You have to be 65. You've already paid into it. So you pay for your Part B through the federal government. So you have already paid into a plan. So Medicare Advantage is really icing on the cake for seniors. It could be a little to no cost for you. So when I say that it's up to you which plan. Every plan is different, but you can pick a plan that has the lowest. That could start out at zero. And then you can pick a plan going up to whatever cost you want. So as a senior, you got an opportunity to do something that most of us don't. Most of us got to pay for it regardless.
Absolutely.
So you have an opportunity to look through the plans and get a person like me, a personal agent, that will help you go through all those plans and find the best choice for you. So it's not like car insurance. You're paying into it,
Yes.
And you may never use it.
Right.
We always know we got to get it physical. We don't want one,
right?
But it's better to know than not know.
Do you need one before you get this insurance at 65?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't need a physical to be able to get this insurance, but it is nice to know that you can go to the doctor of your choice when you need to. Mm-hmm. It's nice to know that if you need to go to the dentist, mm-hmm. if you need to go see about your glasses, see if, get new glasses, it's better to have it than not have it.
Okay, so this is for 65 and older, so no young people can use this.
So we do offer dental, vision, and hearing to younger people, and we start plans as low as $16, and it goes up to what you need for yourself. So some people want to go to the orthodontist. Some people may want
Okay.
They may want veneers. There's certain things that you want. So there is a plan for everybody. And not only is Humana so unique,
Okay.
as a captive agent, we also are allowed to sell life insurance. And I know nobody want to talk about life insurance.
Well, we all got to go, though.
Yes, we do.
The younger ones probably don't want to talk about it, but when you're seasoned or you're older, of course you want to talk about it because you know it's look, how did they say? You have more days behind than you do ahead?
That's true.
So you have to plan and put things together so it can be easier on everyone.
That's true.
You know, right?
That's right.
Okay. My first question. If someone is self-employed, does Humana cover other things other than health? You just said that they do vision,
Dental and hearing.
dental, and hearing. Okay.
So in a lot of time, people, if you're self-employed, it's like the auto. You cover it from front to back, right?
Right.
So why not cover yourself? You want to make sure that if you did need to go to the dentist, if you need to go to the eye doctor, you're able to. But why not cover yourself if you do have a life event? You go in the hospital. Why not get a check while you're in the hospital? You didn't expect to be there and you lost income.
So if you were hospitalized, they give you a check there?
We have hospital indemnity, which covers certain things. They can in a check back for you.
Sort of like, who else did that? Aflac?
Exactly.
Aflac does that, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Why do you feel someone should invest in life insurance, period?
Life insurance, everybody thinks it's for when you die. But you love your family. You want to prepare. You don't want your kids or your mate worrying about how they're going to cost, how they're going to pay for this burial.
Yes.
They already lost the one thing, you.
Yes.
So why not tell them, hey, I took care of this for you. I love you enough that I took care of this. And a lot of people do not realize life insurance can be right now. I go down the street and I become disabled. I can ask for a percentage of that policy.
And that was one of my questions. I was going to say if you became disabled, but how? Okay, so if you became disabled, if you got the policy, like if I got it today, how long will it take before you could? And I might say the thing the wrong way, and if I do, please excuse me. I'm trying. Then, if I got the insurance today, and I wanted to get some money out of it,
The third year. But I think a lot of people here, I can borrow against this policy. What people don't tell you is, why not use this policy as collateral for building wealth for your family? Isn't it better you have this sitting here and you say, okay, I know when my child say you got a baby you just had, a year old. When this child get 18, I can make this part of their educational fund.
right?
So plan out ahead. It's not for short-term growth. It's for long-term.
It's not a savings account.
No.
It's for long-term. I just asked that because I've heard a couple of insurance companies where you can borrow against it or something like that. That's why I said that. I wasn't sure, but I do know that the longer you put into it, it's like anything in life. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it, right?
That's right. Absolutely.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, you just answered that. What can insurance do for disabled? How long would you? Okay, I just answered that too. We were talking, and you're going before I can ask the questions. You're already answering them. Go ahead.
So let me say this: on your life insurance, those riders. A lot of people say, "I don't need a disability rider." You absolutely do. You don't know when you're going to be disabled. We pray you never do.
I was gonna say yeah.
And then again, some people say, "Well, I don't need accidental." So you can go from $100,000 policy. You're in a bad accident, and you pass away in that accident. It could go to paying out double. You got $1 million policy, and now it's paying out $2 million. So who don't want to double what their family's gonna get? I always tell people I'm worth more dead than I am alive. I'm gonna benefit my family more, but I do have the security knowing that I have 3 generations of children. I have children in their 30s, children in their 20s, one in her teens. If something happened to me, I want to know that teen is well taken care of. Did I set her up for success, or did I set her up for failure?
Oh, yeah.
And we think about, well, what do life insurance have to do that? If I left her something, if I left today, not only did I leave, my income left. Did I leave her with enough money to continue? And so that life insurance is the key to that. I can't save enough money at the rate of inflation today for my family. But if something
She said
happened to me,
a mouthful there.
oh, absolutely. You think when I was younger, you could go and get a gallon of gas, 79 cents. How much is it right now?
Okay, just a couple of weeks it was lower than now it is now.
That's
you know?
right.
Yeah. So
And with
everything's
everything going on, it's getting higher and higher.
yes.
So what $20,000 did 20 years ago doesn't do very much now. And so I don't plan on buying today. Say 20 years from now, 30 years from now. What will that amount of money do for my child? Not a whole lot. Unless I have put a lot. And I tell people, get your insurance when you are younger. It's cheaper, it's more economical than when you get my age. The cost is higher.
But now it's so hard for anyone to get insurance or anything for that matter because of the economy, because of jobs, because of just the mentality of the young kids who don't want to work, but they entitled, they want things. They're not paying, and then they're not educated. People need to tell them, like you're doing so today, that it's very important to pay into it. But I think that they're thinking it's going to cost me a whole bunch when you go out and buy the stuff that you want. That's leisure. You can take $20 and put it on a policy. You know, or you know, the dental or whatever, because they can't do the health with Humana, but they can do dental and the vision and the other ones. Yeah.
Correct. So life insurance, it is an investment, and you're not giving it away. You're investing in yourself, your future, and the what ifs.
The life insurance, the younger ones can do it with Humana? No, it's still
Yes.
for okay.
Younger people, we want the younger people to get the insurance.
Okay.
Because the younger you are, the more reasonable the cost is. What a 20-year-old can pay for is what you can go out and get a burger.
That's
from
what
McDonald's.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now for us, we need a little bit more money to get the
Yeah.
life insurance policy.
And that is why, because we're seasoned, we're older people, and the older you are, the more you have to pay because of, is it the health? Is just the age.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Why do they have to wait that year? I mean, well, actually, you said the third year you could probably get something. Like we know that it's not a savings account. You should not even have it in your head that you can borrow against it. However, if you do have to, why do they always choose? Because this is not just Humana. I've heard other insurance companies say that, yeah, you have to be invested at least 2 or more years in order to withdraw. Why is it 2 years or 3? Why isn't it 1 year? Because you put in, well, it's probably not quite a bit in 1 year, maybe. I don't know.
Well, we want to keep people honest. We don't want people to move money into life insurance with the thought that, hey, I'm just moving money over here. I'm just laying it aside, but I don't really want to keep this. We want to keep the individuals that really want to invest in their future, their family future. And people don't even think about it, but I don't know how many of you all are biblical, but it says a good man leave an inheritance for his family, right?
Okay.
So I think I work every day. I cannot save enough to take care of my family in the event I had to stop working. So that life insurance will help me. If I became disabled, I'm not as stressed waiting on a check from the government that may never come.
Yeah, I think the biggest, not the biggest, but one of the biggest stressful things when you have insurance and you've been paying, something happens in your life, maybe even if you lost your job and you cannot make that payment the following month, you know, that's pressure, and it's like, oh my gosh, or you know, you can't even pay it for the next 2 or 3 months. What happens? Do they cut you off? What happens at that point?
So you can attach a rider, which will pay for your premium while you're disabled. Or
What's a rider?
So a riders are what you add, like an addendum to that policy.
Mm.
So you add a disability rider, or you add a provision where you get a loan that will pay your premium when you cannot. And a lot of times, if you take out that loan, it'll pay your policy until you can get back on your feet to make those payments. So you don't want to lose.
Do you have to pay it back?
You can put it at the end, or you can pay it back as soon as you want to. But you can put it at the end. Mm-hmm. You may never have to reach in your pocket and pay it back. It can come against the face value of the policy. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You just answered the questions. Look, you answered the questions before I asked them. I was gonna say, how can your family benefit from the life insurance policy? How can your family benefit from it?
I've seen many families that didn't have anything before the person passed away, and it's unfortunate. That policy changed their life.
Yes.
And one thing, they missed their parent or whoever passed away, but it gave them an opportunity to grieve without worrying about paying bills while they're grieving. Mm-hmm. You know how hard it is to go in a job, go to work, and you just lost your parent? I was able to take a year off of work when my father died.
Oh my.
It would have been very hard. I would have been crying. I would have been going through
like I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was reassuring to not have to worry about the bills. Can I make rent? Mm-hmm. Can I pay this light bill that's coming? Because they still gonna come. You know, you can't call up Georgia Power and say my dad just passed away. I'm gonna miss this light payment. Mm-hmm. No, you still got to make it. So at least set your family up to the point that they can grieve and not have to worry at the same time. That's a lot of stress.
You know what? Do you ever watch that show, that lottery show where David's on it? Do you ever watch that lottery show? So where he said you're a lottery winner, and some of the people on there got inherit from someone, you know, and they'll get on there and they're like, okay, we want a house, and he always asks you in the beginning of the show, how did you get this? Was it a scratch off? Or did you play the lottery? And they said I got inheritance, and they were left a lot of money, and they weren't doing good at first. They were not doing good, but then when they got that inheritance, they were on there with David, and David was showing, getting them a new home. And you're right, it does change people's lives.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When someone turns 65, what changes when it comes to their health insurance options? Do they have any different options, or because that might not be a good question because they don't even start with Humana until 65, correct?
Correct. Some people, though, if they have a disability, they could be disabled at 20. They actually can have a Medicare Advantage plan. So disability would trigger that if you've been disabled for 2 years. Mm-hmm. And once they turn 65, what is different? Now you have affordable health care. Whereas you had to pay so much before that health care started. Mm-hmm. So now you have options where your premium could be as low as $0. So when you turn 65, you're eligible for your Medicare A and B. And that comes out of your Social Security check, or you mail that into Social Security. It doesn't go to Humana, it goes directly to Social Security.
Oh.
So we love to come out and educate you on Medicare Advantage, just being new to Medicare.
Okay, many people hear about Medicare, but don't fully understand. Can you explain in simple terms Medicare? Can you?
So Medicare is additional insurance, and you actually earned it. You're 65. Mm-hmm. This is the system giving back.
You earned a lot of stuff if you make it to 65 and over.
Well, you earned that health care. So that access to health care, and I appreciate that the seniors have that access, that they don't have to be stressed. Can I go to the doctor? Can I get the care that I need? I need to go get some glasses. I want my dentures. I can't get them. So these are things that in Medicare, we come out and do Medicare 101 all the time. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, even if you wanted to look me up, you didn't know how to find me, you can Google me my name is Jacqueline Mack. I go by Denise. So you Google it and I will pop up and you could just set up an appointment with me. Call me, set up an appointment. But you do need that person to say, hey, once I got this red, white, and blue card, what do I do with it? Protect it just like you do your Social Security card. You don't want to give it to everybody.
No, not at all. Humana does fit in with Medicare, right?
Yes.
Okay, because that was going to be one of the questions, but you just explained that. Okay. Why are why are vision dental important? Well, we should know that, but we're going to explain that anyway, just in case you didn't know it. The question is, why are vision and dental care so important for seniors at their age?
A lot of seniors lose their hearing. They need to be able to get a hearing aid. And a lot of the first thing when we become diabetic, it affects our eyes. Or when you get older, your vision just isn't as well as it used to be. So you want to be able to go get that eye check.
Yes. Okay, what are the biggest mistakes seniors make choosing a health care plan after age 65 or 65, at 65? What is it?
So they make the mistake, my friend said I need to have this plan. That may have worked for Susan or that may have worked for Carol, but it may not work for you. So why not give yourself the opportunity to do your homework, your research, sit down with someone like me,
right,
and go over specific stuff that pertains to you, not to Susan, but to you.
Okay. What should seniors know about premiums, co-pays, and out-of-pocket costs?
So that's one thing that as an agent, I sit down and I go over all the co-pays, all the out-of-pockets. It's not something that's generic. It is tailored to meet that person needs.
So to each his own.
That's right.
There you go. Okay, that's fair though. I mean, it is what it is.
It is.
Yeah, because what's for you is not for me.
That's absolutely right.
And I know my copay is different from certain people when I go into, and sometimes you can overhear them, in the doctor's office, and they're paying, and they're like, okay, you owe such and such. I'm like, gosh, theirs was only that much? I gotta pay this. Yes, okay. For people whose parents are turning 65, how can they help them navigate these healthcare decisions?
I actually love it when I go to a home appointment and the child is there with the parent. I feel like it's a family affair. I know that they're getting the best care and the kids have questions. Those are the best appointments.
Yes, those are the kids who care about their parents and who want to make sure that if they don't understand.
You're so right. It's so many homes we go into and there is not a loved one there with the senior, and it breaks your heart because they're lonely and they really want somebody to help them. And if you're available, please be there with your parents. It is something that we invite you to do. And more so, the senior is so happy. This is my daughter. This is my son.
Yes.
And it's really nice to see that.
Okay. All right. What's one thing you wish every senior knew about their healthcare options before they turn 65?
Oh God. I just wish that they knew how important and how many scandals are out there in this business. So I want them to know it is very important to protect your information. And if you like your agent, stick with them. Don't search around so much for a new plan. See what your agent can find within that parameter. Because every time you give out your information, there's a new entity, a new company, and a new set of people that has your ID, your Medicare number. And I don't know about you all. It's like handing out a blank checkbook. I give that information out one time. I've been with my insurance for a while, and I don't plan on changing. When I leave employer, I keep their insurance, but I don't go place to place and hand out that information.
Isn't it kind of late at 65 to be trying to get insurance? Shouldn't it have been gotten when they were young?
So a lot of time when you turn 65, they come off the employer plan for whatever reason. Some employer plans everybody don't have the greatest employer plans. So some of them are more expensive than if they come over to Medicare Advantage. So when they come over to Medicare Advantage, that plan could be zero. It could take the burden off for losing your income and also paying a higher cost for health care.
And see, I'm thinking of self-employed. I'm thinking of self-employed people. When you're working, you're right. They take you off. But when you're self-employed, you just need to start doing that from the beginning, right?
So when you're self-employed, a lot of times you're still paying for a plan. Even the individuals that are self-employed, you turn 65. You want that advantage. Now I've paid into Social Security. I can get my A and B part. I got to pay for the B part anyway. And don't be penalized by waiting. Because if you wait past your 65th birthday, and I think it's 2 months or so after, don't quote me on the months, but you'll start paying a late enrollment penalty. Avoid those penalties. Those penalties are life-lasting.
So is it worth it? What if you just did not have knowledge? You, in this day and time, you should, but if you didn't have any knowledge of insurance and you are very seasoned and you're 65 and Humana is there to be there for you and you're just now signing up for the first time, is that still good? Or?
That's fine.
Okay.
I see so many people that they either didn't have insurance through their employer and it's their very first time having health insurance. So we are here, we partner up with so many different companies to make sure that they get the care that they need. Okay. Make sure that they get to their first appointments. Make sure they get to the gym if they need to. It's just so many things that open up.
Humana helps the 65 and older get to their appointments?
Absolutely. Some of the
That's a
providers,
really good thing, you know?
Yeah, some of the providers will actually pick them up. So that is so nice. Just making sure our seniors are taken care of is our main goal.
This is very good. Okay, if someone is listening today, is approaching retirement, what steps should they take right now to prepare for insurance?
So they need to apply. It's not automatic. You have to apply for your A and B. Get in contact with an agent such as myself, and we will make sure that we give you everything you need to get started.
And can they do this online? Because all of your information will be right here at the bottom of the screen. But can they get in touch with you online? Do they fill the application out online? Will you come and help them fill that out?
So they can call for their personalized home appointment. Okay. I will come out to your home or any place that is convenient for you. And the way to contact me is 770-970-5325, or you can email me at jmac12@humana.com. But feel free to call and ask any questions you may have. I realize everybody's question is going to be different.
Absolutely, absolutely. Denise, thank you so much for coming on the Rumble and Roar podcast. I hope you guys got a lot of information, a lot of answers to the questions that you had, and if not, she just gave you the information, and it's also at the bottom of the screen. You can give her a call or DM me and get in touch with her, and she could give you more detail about Humana. I enjoyed you so much. You gotta come back. Well, I loved it.
I did too.
Okay, well, thank you so much. As always, feel the rumble and listen to the roar, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.